Everything is impossible until it isn't. Let's see it happen. So folks, 100x35 out here in the 1-2 grouping. On the legs, SquishyMuffinz, AJ, GarrettG, Squishy. That one goes high, and that one goes very, very low. All of 7 seconds into this one, folks. We're talking about 1-0. Tremendous carry, and Scythe trying to challenge. I do emphasize trying. Pigeon and Resonal both up, and indeed Resonal has shifted back. Appreciate you. Production value here. There we go. Appreciate you. All right, we got that straight. Thank you, Talsy. Dubs in chat for Talsy. Everything going a little bit awry here for 100x35. But now we got that straight. But indeed, Resonal has switched back from Rosada over to Resonal. I'm not quite sure 100% what caused the name change to begin with, but like I said, you go back with what brought you here, and maybe, just maybe, every little bit of luck, every little bit of energy that you can possibly surmise. And again, end of the day, we have all been around, we have all been in lobbies where we have seen these names. Of course, they are Steam accounts. You just gotta go out there, treat them as if that is the case. Of course, the skill may belay that a little bit. Squishy right in front of that. And indeed, 100x35 has been challenged with all of these opportunities to get those shots on. And said, AJ, just pop back down to Squishy. And every single time, that went all too easy. So 2-0, favor G.A.S. Again, this, believe it or not, the 1 and 2 grouping. Talk about unlucky, unfortunate. The hands of fate have just dealt what may be a tremendously punishing blow. But again, to be fair, just 2-0 deletion there, and Pigeon is going to crack the goose egg appropriately enough for 100x35. Carry out and across. AJ actually slows it down, and Squishy a little too flat-footed. Excellent defensive effort, but effort nonetheless. Still 2-1 in favor of G.A.S. 3:47 left. And 100x35 with the response. Squishy getting a couple. AJ not going to be able to put that back to the net. Instead, Scythe looking to rush up. 50 pops back down. Pigeon is there, coming off the wall, looking for a redirect. No, instead, going to rush. 23 in tank, pops this one away. Looking for a bump. The bump is there. Looking for the double. No, instead, back down to Scythe. And folks, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is an enthusiasm that we haven't seen for a hot minute, 100x35. In this qualifier, we see deletions, we see demos, we see bumps. We see a team that is just out there chilling, much like What's Up did earlier. And now Resonal kicks this one away. Might we see a return to short form? GarrettG slowing this one down, up and under. But Scythe not going to be able to sneak it past AJ. Instead, pop back. Pigeon is there. But Squishy will deny. Send away up and over. AJ to be able to corral. Instead, cuts back. Has the 100. AJ carry out and across. Goes low. Fine swarming defense from 100x35. This is what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This, a return to form. Now Squishy carry out and across. Gets bumped. That one pops back to Garrett. And you better believe Garrett is going to get that placement each and every time. GarrettG to lock up the team hat trick for G.A.S, but still, 100x35. They look to endure. Just north of halftime here. Only out of it by 2. Certainly doable. Able to get on the board once. And an absolute banger, but it is off. And my goodness, just those opportunities. I don't care what name is up there on the scoreline. It has been just the smallest, the slimmest of margins that has denied 100x35 multiple times over the course of this qualifier. Now Scythe, popping this one over towards the corner, gonna rush up. You've got AJ kicking this one away. Carry up and over Resonal, quite possibly. Indeed, dip back down. Squishy looking for a shot, no banger by AJ. Squishy is indeed there, soft touch. And indeed, tip him if you got him. It is the hat trick for SquishyMuffinz. So my goodness. Unfortunate. So 4-1 still. There is time. There's time, but 100x35. I do appreciate the momentum that they had. Do you know the Muffin Man? I do. The one that lives on Drury Lane. So GarrettG Challenge off the low back there. Pigeon. You're out across. AJ, however, just a soft touch. Going to be enough to disrupt. This one over into the corner. GarrettG set up to Squishy, but denial there, courtesy of the Young Gun Scythe. And folks, if you're not familiar with this roster, all three on the Shift top 50 prospects recently came out. Scythe, Resonal, and Pigeon. Now Scythe popping this one off the wall, sent back. Anybody for the shot, but instead sent high all the same. Scythe carry out across, pops this one to the side. GarrettG happily slows that one down, will not be able to get the follow-up. Now Pigeon ultimately loses possession, and Squishy, the dash, kicks this one away. Resonal going to be there to challenge. Goes on over, sent away now by Scythe. Gonna look to go in this one, and G.A.S. firmly in control. Resonal pop back down to Pigeon. Pigeon looking for the shot, and he gets it, but GarrettG and AJ there. Pop back there, 100x35, looking to get sorted. And again, this, I mean, anemic offense last time around. I mean, everything was just a struggle. It was a struggle to even get off of kick. But now actually showing some enthusiasm. 30 seconds left to go in this one, still 4-1 in favor of G.A.S. Resonal now. Heading up the wall, flick back, good carry. Gonna carry now is Scythe out over. Pigeon is there, pop up now. Courtesy of Scythe, but GarrettG gonna grab save and savior. Now G.A.S. I'm not doing, I think, a lot of us expected. Squishy gonna be able to grab the hat trick in this one. Not gonna be able to. Did get the hat trick in this one, rather. So that one rolling on over Squishy. Soft touch up and over Pigeon. To advance now, carry out across. Garrett just gonna pop him, and that one not gonna find the back of the net. G.A.S. able to get the initial dub, but again, the enthusiasm was there, the energy was there. I realized, hey, the scoreline not what you want to see, and just great defense out there, not shockingly. Of course, AJ grabbing just one south of the dual savior. Meanwhile, you got GarrettG out there with the savior. Squishy again, grabbing the hat trick off of 5 shots. But again, 100x35 is struggling there a little bit. Still, loving the energy that I'm seeing right there. Need to continue on because, again, at the end of the day, dub is a dub. One game is one game, and this is a best of 5. You still have time to reestablish yourself here in the early going. And honestly, again, just playing incredibly loose right now is 100x35, and going up against a team like this, you most certainly have to do that. Absolutely critical. You find yourself in a situation where your back is up against the wall. You absolutely have to bring it each and every time. But as far as what to do here, I'm curious. I do mean curious to see if 100x35 can in some way implement more bully ball, because I don't believe they're going to beat these folks on speed. They're not going to beat these folks on speed. Much like Team Evo, you can't outspeed these folks. You have to find a way to knock them out of rhythm. But again, this trio, far easier said than done. But we will see if it is still to be accomplished here in game number 2. Again, this is a best of 5. AJ kicks back, trying to sneak it past Scythe, but Scythe, I will just chill out here for a hot moment, get in front of the ball, and that is enough. Welcome on in, Retro. Hope the world is treating you up front. And Scythe, not gonna be able to pop that pass. Instead, Resonal takes this one over to the corner. AJ kicking this one past, looking to get possession. No, stick cuts up. Squishy taking to the sky now, had the hat trick in game number 1. The reset is there, and Squishy not going to be able to follow up on that one. Instead, GarrettG kicks this back over to AJ. AJ pops it. It will waterfall back on down. Pigeon and Resonal both there. Resonal now looking to advance. Yet again, GarrettG popping this one off the wall. Pigeon with the send away. And Squishy will slow things down. The bump is there, and there you have it, folks. There you do have the beginning of the bully ball. Loving it. Loving to see it, and it will be a critical aspect. What 100x35 is going to need to do to be able to take not only this dub, not only this game, but the series as a whole. Sent back down away from Squish, courtesy of Pigeon. Pigeon, back and forth. This one goes. Kick back to Scythe, and the shot is off! 100x35 with the lead over G.A.S. team effort. Folks, we talked about it all day long. Enough individuality. Let's see the teamwork in it. See it right there. Resonal shifted back to the name we all know and love. No more artist formerly known as Scythe. An individual, ladies and gentlemen, that I saw almost personally orchestrate a reverse sweep against Gen G. Indeed, there's something poetic about this game. There is something in the air. It is electricity. And right now, it is a 2-0 100x35 lead. Because again, they find themselves in a scenario not unlike several other teams. We're just here to vibe. We're just here to have fun. And So Deadly has that bet. Lotus 8 a little bit earlier on in the evening. I will point to Little Step Bros. And Qual won! And I will point to the team hat-trick! Courtesy of Resonal! Sorry, not sorry, says the Canadian. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-0 in favor of 100x35. What is going on? What is going on is, I will tell you, it is belief. I told you about this. It is straight up belief. The handing of torches indeed. Squishy. Not gonna be able to sneak that pass that spawns in. 100x35 looking to continue the momentum. Because again, when you are the heavy hitter, when you are the heavyweight here, you know what is expected of you. You are expected as Squishy to get those hat tricks. But right now, I will refer again very quickly to the Qual 1 matchup between Little Step Bros and this 100x35 team. They did have Arsenal back then. But this time around, hey, 100x35, they're the individuals going out there not supposed to win. We'll see if that will continue to be the case. Look at the shot on. It's Squishy. Now heading up the wall. Gas out of gas this game, quite possibly. And Pigeon able to grab the save, carry out a cross, and grab and save and savior. GarrettG with a denial. Pop up back to Scythe. Indeed, Scythe coming off the wall, gets past AJ. Garrett looking for maybe a save. Vaughn playing a little bit of chicken there for the moment, but not able to get that one past. Just south of halftime, 100x35 out ahead, 3-0. Looking for the bumpage was AJ, and I don't appreciate that. So AJ sending this one back, looking for the follow. GarrettG there as well. Pop up Squishy looking to finish this one off. Kicked off, got the reset, but Resonal will deny. 100x35, folks. There is, in fact, a different energy, electricity. Following up, that was Pigeon. And nobody there for the shot on it, said Scythe. Gonna nudge this by, maybe looking for another loop. Deep pop away now by AJ. Pigeon will deny any further advancement. Pigeon from out the sky. Not gonna be able to follow up on it. Squishy with the send away. GarrettG looking for the follow, but no. And now G.A.S. getting a taste of the defense that provided 100x35 its success in the first split. And it has truly been on point, not giving any room to move. And this is what others have done. And Squishy with the setup, courtesy of AJ with Garrett. A little smooch on Resonal there for good luck. Bad luck, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But ultimately, fine setup for AJ. Squishy with the finish. So 3-1 still in favor of 100x35. As now AJ looping to grab the 100. Sent away out there to Garrett. AJ truly going the serve up way, the playmaker way. Kick off the side there of Squishy coming off the wall. Resonal looking to meet him. Indeed will be able to carry out a cross. Minute remaining, still 3-1 in favor of 100x35. Coming across mid. Gonna be met by GarrettG and said sent away there, but Scythe. This one over to the wall. Gonna be a little bit high. Pigeon will escort. Squishy looking to loop back around. Challenge off the low. That 50 pops high. Squishy with the send away. AJ going high. Pigeon will deny. That pitch sent over. Deletion courtesy of GarrettG. Spawning back in quickly is Pigeon. Off the advance, 30 seconds left to go in this one. Again, 100x35. Able to grab that 3-0 lead, and they have not looked back. Scythe. Sent away, back down. AJ set it up. Garrett. Be able to get much off of it. Instead, Squishy. Looking for some bumpage there. Does get it, but not in front of net. So 100x35, say what you will. There will be, at the very least, no sweep. As AJ grabbing the 0-second goal, but the result is the same. It will be a dub, and it will be a dub for 100x35. And there the air dribble bump is. The team air dribble bump. So, hey, like I said, you gotta believe. And right now, what I do know, there's no belief. What I do know, 100x35 grabbing themselves a 1-1 series situation. Intriguing, isn't it? Quite. Said passing of the torch is out there in chat. Maybe. Maybe kind of sort of. But again, heading on down now into effectively a best of 3. Again, G.A.S. able to come out here, get game number 1, that dub in standard issue fashion, what you would typically expect, 4-1. Meanwhile, 100x35 able to come out there, score 3 times, get the team hat trick, and then hold off this crew G.A.S. 3-2, but again, that 0-second goal wasn't exactly going to change a heck of a lot on that one. Still, a goal is a goal. Credit where credit is due. But now we shift on over to game number 3, a critical game number 3. And if 100x35 is able to advance, courtesy of G.A.S., but as a result of G.A.S.'s experience, G.A.S.'s existence, by all means, I guess it will be off of experience too. That also works. AJ sending this one away. Popped away now by Scythe. The young gun. Carry out across the bumpages there. Pigeon dips that one back down to Resonal, and Pigeon can't get off the scoring for 100x35. Ladies and gentlemen in chat, let me hear it. I know the 100x35 faithful are out there, and I know you've got energy to give. But the send away was not there for AJ. Instead, 1-0 in favor of 100x35 all at 19 seconds in. You got the government names out there in chat as well. Pigeon. Sneak that past GarrettG, not going to happen again, folks. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if 100x35 was able to get this dub? Well, Squishy, not about that at all. Instead, gonna bring things even. Marvelous setup. GarrettG out over. Marvelous team play. And are you shocked with how it ended? So 1-all, 30 seconds in. Already the potential for a high-scoring affair. Dead even kickoff. Resonal sending this over into the corner. As Squishy gonna grab this 100. Kick away now. This one sent away. Thank you so much, Celtic. I appreciate you. That one back down. Thought Scythe may be able to get the 2-1. But no, instead, it is mandatory for both of these teams to have 2 individuals out there on the ball at all times. That floats back down. Resonal gets the reset, but Garrett is indeed able to send it away, get the dub on that motion. And Pigeon. Almost went Pigeonal. You see Resonal, you see Pigeon, you know that they are cooking something up for us. AJ, however, banger shot, but Resonal with the denial. And indeed, 100x35 continuing on with the feistiness. Again, we have not seen them this alert. I don't know if Coach Kamikaze splashed cold water on their face or what, but this is an entirely different crew. I don't know where these guys have been. I'm just happy to see him again. This is Qual 1, 2, 3. Scythe pops this one away. Squishy challenge off the 50. Up, spikes back down over to Resonal. Resonal, maybe a pinch. Indeed, it will waterfall on down. And Garrett not gonna let that one sneak. Pass sent over to the wall courtesy of Squishy. Now this one dips back down. You've got Garrett there. Shot is not gonna be on it. Pop up now by Pigeon. Pigeon follow out across. AJ's there looking for the double. Maybe no. Instead, Squishy getting the gorgeous save off the wall. Off the backboard, I should say. Set back down to Scythe! And Scythe! How about we just get that lead on back? Don't mind if we do. And the team play that's set up by Resonal. Do you believe? Told you I didn't put the shirt and tie on for no good reason, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1, favor 100x35. Under 3 minutes, Resonal be able to sneak it past AJ. Instead, popped on over to the wall. AJ looking to address the 100, indeed able to get the big one. As Resonal, a little off kilter on that one, step back down. Pigeon heading up. A shot to be had and does appear 100x35. Maybe happy to play a little bit farther back, measuring the shots a little bit more. Kicked up there by Scythe, and AJ gonna head high. Scythe looking to beat him. Bump there. Right now, Squishy has been the hot hand offensively. Got that hat trick earlier on, but we do continue to see the bumps, the air bump dribbles. Some might call it toxic. I just call it effective. Sent back down to the aforementioned as AJ falling up for the shot, but Scythe is there for the denial. We take over closer towards 2 minutes left to go here, folks. 100x35 with the lead, at least momentarily. Pop back down, and Resonal going to be able to squirt that one away. At least for the moment, AJ kicks that back. Squishy looking for a shot on. Instead, Scythe nudging this one back, deleted, courtesy of AJ. And now Pigeon, the advancement for 100x35 again might this BV game where you hear it. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you may very well find out. Scythe able to grab the save. Still 2-1 in favor of 100x35. Pigeon with a pop up on over to Scythe. Now Scythe coming across mid, dip back down, looking for the setup. It is there, but Squishy will steal that opportunity away. Kick back there by Resonal AJ. Carry out across. This one looking for the double. Not going to be able to get instead. Pigeon with the save. 50 Cent on away. Squishy with the opportunity to reset the situation. Indeed, as it is deleted by Resonal. Demo Memo passed out. Scythe, this one over towards the corner. Squishy has possession here yet again, and looking to clear things out are Garrett and AJ. AJ able to get that bump there. G.A.S. says absolutely, if we need to bring the pain, we need to bring the fire, we are more than happy to do so. And Scythe, das Wunderkind, the Savior plus 3 shots, 2 goals from out the sky. Scythe, I see you, buddy. 3-1 in favor of 100x35. 46 ticks on the clock. Demo passed out. Squishy looking to advance this and set away. And Scythe looking for a setup. GarrettG will deny. AJ with the pop out and away. Scythe, however, over to the wall. AJ may be able to set up for another Squishy shot, but I'll tell you, Squishy has been absolutely on fire, at least earlier on. Got that hat trick, but ever since has largely been silenced. Great to see you, Naya, by the way. Always play. GarrettG over towards the side. That one off the dome. Pigeon looking to advance. 10 seconds left to go in this one. And folks, can we believe? Do we believe? Indeed, I do. You heard it earlier. 100x35, ladies and gentlemen, is on the cusp of defeating G.A.S. Again, it looked like another nasty draw, and it was another nasty draw for this crew. But ultimately, regardless of what happens here in the moment, the fact is the same, and indeed it will touch. And folks, I think it's going to happen. No, you know what? I think we need it to happen. I think we really do. But yeah, ultimately, great gameplay. I mean, 100x35, again, we talked about it. That moment where I say, hey, you're not supposed to do anything, and now, much like Lil Step Bros back in qualifier number 1 against this very same 100x35 team, they're not necessarily supposed to be here. They might not be in this position in your mind, and yet here they are out there on the scoreboard, needing one more dub to advance on into the 2-2 grouping, and what a dub it would be. Able to get the win over NAC to get here in the first place, to get to Swiss in the first place, to exercise those demons. Did not get the dub over Team Evil. Fair enough. Did take a game off, which is not something that they did last time around. But now, dub over these tremendous individuals, names, icons of the sport. Absolutely. One that you definitely will remember for the entirety of your career, entirety of your life. Say, I remember when. We all remember when. We were all here. So, folks, here it is. It is game number 4. 100x35 just needing one more win to advance on to the 2-2 grouping. And my goodness as well, coming off of an absolute stomping, courtesy of What's Up. But as we all know, G.A.S. not going to go gently into that good night. So they send this one back down into the corner. GarrettG pops up, and I do believe 100%. You are looking to the offensive menace that has been Squishy. Squishy, maybe a coast-to-coast to be had, going to be challenged by Resonal up high. AJ out across that one. Pop back down, side kicks this one away. And Pigeon, the redirect out and over, and the clang was there. We might be talking 1-0 if the crossbar wasn't a G.A.S. fan. It's not AJ. The pop gonna be chased after. You've got Resonal and Scythe both back there. AJ looking to serve up, but no, when 100x35 have cut those efforts off time and time again. That pinch set away, but AJ certainly gonna be able to corral. Is sent away, pop up now by Scythe. It will waterfall, but Garrett with the send away. AJ gonna cut back. That 50 kicks high. It's Pigeon, 1v1 for the moment. Side kicking this one away. That one off the dome. Got Garrett and Squishy both back there. Thought they might have lost it. AJ will be able to escort gently. Thank you so much, Vass, for the follow. Appreciate you, friend. He's got 100x35 grouping that they know all. Patient. Scythe back there. AJ didn't follow up quicker. I mean, even though 100x35 have struggled to find the speed that we knew them for previously, they have returned, and AJ going for another demo. The bumpage there as well, but not effective. Does not connect, does not result in the 3-second spawn time. Big way now by Pigeon as Squishy looking to press up, but nope, taking those opportunities away and loving this strategy for 100x35. Absolutely, put all the pressure on GarrettG, put all the pressure on AJ, because right now it has been all Squishy in terms of offense. And Squishy now heads up, Garrett back there. Second if at all needed. Big Barton heading back to third. Squishy popping this one off the dome. Garrett there. That one dips on down, and Scythe may be able to follow up on it. Does not get the touch. Instead, AJ getting involved on the offensive efforts. Just a little off there. Resonal bunched up. Fine effort, but AJ, sometimes that soft touch is all you need. But 2:34 left to go here at G.A.S. out ahead by 1. But we saw 100x35. They have been able to score far more than 1 against this crew. But just as 100x35 has woken up, and just maybe G.A.S. rubbing the sleep out of their eyes. GarrettG carry out across Scythe, chasing after Squishy. Not looking for the autograph, instead looking to send him away. AJ pops this one back down, and it is the double. Courtesy of AJ. We saw Squishy able to get that hat trick a little bit earlier on. Now maybe AJ looking to get in on it, and Resonal too far back there. So 2-0. Favor of G.A.S. A return to game 1 for. I'm just sure how much I love those game 5s. I don't know. In which case I appreciate it. But Scythe, carry away, and gonna Big Barton going to delete AJ. Still, of course, plenty of time for 100x35 to draw this one even. And right now, you've got to think that is most certainly the goal. Take this one into an overtime. They've seen plenty of them. Looking for the 45 with Scythe, not going to be able to get. Instead, sent back down over in the corner of 100x. 1 demo, 2 demo. Pigeon returning the favor on AJ. Scythe taking this one high. AJ back there in net, kills it. As that one dips back down to Resonal, set up for a Pigeon shot, but AJ set up over to Squishy. The advancement there. And Squishy just let that one pop back down. Garrett, however, not going to be able to follow through. As now Scythe carry out across. It is a 2v1 situation to AJ. Going deep deny for the moment. Resonal, that one back down to Squishy. Make connection. Again, right now, G.A.S. can certainly slow the pace. Be very specific about it. Be very intentional with their determination. However, Scythe will cut the deficit in twain as Pigeon. I don't know what he's whispering in the ears, but I'm not saying anything that I can repeat. This is a family-friendly channel. 2-1 still in favor of G.A.S. Again, right now, just needing to get one more is 100x. So Resonal, chased after by Squishy. GarrettG popping this one off the wall, back down Scythe. Gonna kick this one away, find carry. AJ back there front. Indeed, AJ popping a high courtesy of the pinch bump. Scythe and Squishy, they have been having a conversation. Again, don't know I can repeat it. Sent on over, looking to follow. It is there. Can Scythe? No, he cannot. But still, other opportunities. They may happen. Here, 30 seconds left to go. And indeed the banger, but it will just pay off. Follow up. And nobody there for 100x. Again, the opportunities, like I say, they have been there, but just conversions, not quite. Still time. Squishy carrying this one back. Pigeon there. Squishy looking to just carry this one away. Deplete. Block these final 10 seconds. Now Pigeon going to be met by AJ. And indeed, more than happy to finish this one off is G.A.S. And you know where we got to go, just because this is how we do it around this channel. We got to go to the game 5. If we don't go to OT, I wouldn't be mad. I would just be disappointed, kind of, sort of. But ultimately, what I can tell you is this. This has been a tremendous series, a series that we thought, hey, maybe, just maybe they go around, right, 100x. Just get a couple of shots they feel good at. Maybe, just maybe maybe hit something, you know, throw in the old short form there. But no, we have gone the distance. We have gone to game 5, and I'm not going to suggest, well, no, I will suggest. I will. I'm going to make that leap. That the name change back to Resonal, away from Risada, is what it took. Just putting that out there. So, we shift on over into our game number 5, our deciding game for 100x35. It would mean the world. It would absolutely mean the world. And I know Thrifty and the boys out there, they have all fingers crossed. They do believe as AJ. Follow up on that one. Pop back. GarrettG. Not going to be able to get it past. This will float. Have Resonal and Pigeon both out there. Kick from one to the other. Looking for the pinch on is Resonal. Oh, big part, and it just spikes away. Scythe, the follow back down, and GarrettG will deny. Kick up by Pigeon. Looking to follow. Set up. Scythe not going to be able to follow as Squishy was there. GarrettG slowing things down in his corner. 35 and tank. Glomps back down. Maybe that 100 would have been nice. Don't know about it, however. Scythe not going to be able to follow. Resonal back there. Just going to be able to get the touch. Soft touch. Up and over to Scythe. That one not quite the banger. But again, 100x35. They are taking their shots. And Resonal grabbing the 1-goal lead. Pigeon kills it. Resonal locking this one down. The banger and the bump. What's good for blue is certainly good for orange. And right now, 100x35, 1-0. Still tons of time. Cannot take your foot off of the gas. We all know what each and every one of these individuals are capable of, what they have done, what they have accomplished. We know they show up when it matters most. Squishy. Again, got that hat trick last time, or well, big part not last time around, but in game number 1. Canadian we trust indeed. Garrett, not gonna be able to sneak it past Scythe, but kicked away now. AJ for a dime up out to Garrett, but no, that one skids away. So 1:30 left to go here. 100x35, out ahead by 1, but doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3. No lead, safe against this trifecta. So Resonal not able to sneak it up and under. Instead, Pigeon gets popped out of the way off his dome. And AJ maybe looking to sneak it in. That one gets past Squishy. Rush up now. Pigeon is there. Deletion courtesy of Scythe. Dangerous spot for Squishy to be in. Looking to carry it out and away at Waterfalls on down. Back to Garrett. Away now by Scythe. This one. Sent away now by Resonal up and over to AJ. This one gets popped. Squishy, that 50. Sent down for AJ. No, kills it. Garrett might be able to get a shot on no, but AJ wrapping around. Grabs that 100 now. Kicked off the floor. The bumpage is there and the deletion on Resonal, but nothing for his efforts. As we tick ever closer, folks, towards halftime. 1-0 in favor of 100x35. Can it? Will it? Might it? That one right in front of net. But no, GarrettG with the send away. Rex going back, very patient play, and that one a floater that Scythe able to get the touch on GarrettG. Be able to sneak that one by. No big part, and Reginald just gonna sneak that one away. Is Squishy looking to cut off. Wrapping around, grabbing the 100 now is Resonal and 100x35. It has been a qualifier of ups and downs. There have been moments to 100% celebrate. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. But this one would be something different. It would hit different. And you better believe after the disappointing output against What's Up, the absolute crush of that defeat, this would be a wake-up call. It would be something absolutely sublime for these folks. Thank you so much, Ghost, for the follow. Appreciate you. So AJ carries this one away. Pigeon gonna try to meet him. Indeed, will be able to do that. That one over into the corner. Take up closer towards a minute remaining on this one. Swatted down into the corner, courtesy of Scythe. We're at a cross by Pigeon right now, 100x35. More than happy. Slow things down a bit. Scythe grabbing save and savior. Garrett set out there in the middle to Squishy, but that one gets away. Now Garrett, maybe a setup there for AJ. Again, 100x35 meeting G.A.S. where they live. They try to set things up. They get it swatted. The bumps, the bully ball coming out in full effect for 100x35 right now. Deletion. That one is set up. That goes awry. Chasing after is AJ. Popped away now, back down Pigeon. Not gonna be able to get that pass. Instead, kick up. Back down Resonal. Resonal with a follow. Resonal making it 2-0. 100x35 on top by 2. The team play. The name change. That is what it must be. 2-0. Folks in chat, where are you? My goodness. I cannot be the only one. 30 seconds left to go in this one. It's fate. It is the name change. That must be what it is. Scythe. Back there looking for the double. Not going to be able to get it instead. Garrett, that one off the dome. And ladies and gentlemen, can you? Will you? I told you. I do not show up here for anything less. As Resonal carry that one in front of net. And yes, it has happened. It has happened. 100x35 knocking G.A.S. out of the open qualifier.